Okay, Hubert, we can go. Okay, whatever. Okay, so basically,
Not no
as a
whatever,
so we
nigga.
know as a
Not no
Simo,
whatever, nigga.
Simo, as the fight progresses, a
Just
demon slayer is at a disadvantage.
wait for him to give the okay, bro. Like
Oh,
he's in here.
yeah, he just
Just
said
wait.
yes. He said yes.
Oh, okay.
So
Go ahead.
Wait,
as a
what's the
fight
topic
progresses,
again?
a demon slayer is at a disadvantage.
He
We
doesn't
know
even know
Muzan
the
is fighting
topic.
more people, and it's not just focused on Giyuu. He knocks him out at one point and
Topic.
cuts off his arm
These
or
niggas,
his leg.
Justine. These niggas are like talking, bro. Like I didn't understand a word you said.
Because the nigga who's supposed to judge doesn't even know the topic. Like, what is wrong with you, dumbasses?
We have a recording.
So, oh, bruh. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Little,
yeah,
Justine, are you
you're gonna go down
retarded?
if he's here.
So here, let me put it like
Oh
this:
my god.
as a fight
No,
progresses
Justine, hold on. Hold on. The topic is old moves. The topic
versus
is old
Giyuu,
Muzan versus Giyuu. Okay, go ahead.
as a fight progresses, a demon slayer is at a disadvantage. You know, Muzan is fighting more people, and he's not just focused on Giyuu. It knocks him out at one point and cuts off his leg or his arm. Sorry. And the more people there are in a fight, the less of a burden there is on an individual. Yet Giyuu was still shown to get knocked out by one of Muzan's tentacles. So Muzan simply just scales over Giyuu.
Okay, Giyuu gets stronger.
Giyuu gets stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Show this.
Okay. Got you with the scan. Let me get it.
Boring ass debate. Justine, wake up.
For real, start screaming on the Android mic like you
Justine, why
usually
do you
do.
like whisper when you're in VC always?
Mm,
Like you're like, so man,
it's just because my voice is like, unlike I have a really weird voice.
You do,
well, sucks
nigga.
to be you, faggot.
So when I speak loud like this, my voice starts sounding weird. I didn't.
No,
That's
nigga.
just my mic then. That's just my mic.
This nigga said, when I speak loud like this, like, what the fuck? You didn't even switch tones.
That's just my
When I
mic.
speak, when I speak loud like this.
Okay,
Alright,
here.
continue this
Tech
debate.
scans. Statement. People get
Hold up.
stronger
And
after
even
they
if he
fight.
does get stronger, he's still shown to be relative to all of them. So that doesn't matter because there's
Nigga,
still
wait.
less of a
Hold
burden.
on.
There's still less of a burden on an individual when there's more people fighting, so it doesn't matter.
Hold on. We have this fight that progresses. You get stronger after every fight. Giyuu survives the fight with old Muzan. Old Muzan's dead. Okay, so then Giyuu would get stronger after this, and then he goes on to fight somebody who scales over that Muzan.
Okay. First things first. He doesn't even scale relative to the person who after, and that's a weakened Giyuu,
He
so it doesn't
reacts to
matter.
him and
That's a
parries his
weakened
attack.
Giyuu,
That's
so
relative. He wouldn't be
Giyuu. Why
weakened.
is
He
he
would be
relative?
amped. He would be amped.
Why
Right?
is he
I think I
amped?
just
Why
explained
is
that.
he amped?
No, not amped. He got stronger. I mean,
Oh,
which is what I literally just
where'd you send
established.
the
So
scans from?
he wouldn't
Where'd
be
you send the
weaker.
scans from? Hold on, where'd you send the scans from?
Send it in scans, bro.
So you just said he's Demon King Tanjiro is relative to Muzan.
No, I said he stayed to be stronger.
Okay, let me read it.
What do you mean? Let me read it. Do you want me to get you that
Okay,
scan?
you sent the scan.
I sent the scan of people getting stronger, bro. Do you want the Muzan scan or
Hold up.
what?
When you face a stronger opponent and you absorb it and get stronger yourself.
Yes.
Nah, this is just a statement made to
Oh
cheer up.
my god.
This is just a statement made to cheer up Zenitsu. I don't think it's a literal statement made to
Demonstrate that. Demonstrate
because we
that. You're
know
inserting it.
because we know Zenitsu was really sad and depressed and moody, and we know Tanjiro and Bed is just trying to cheer him up to convince him to start training. This is not a statement
Hold on.
that's
Demonstrate that he was sad.
just to cheer up Zenitsu. Like that's
Demonstrate he
irrelevant.
was sad.
What'd you say?
Demonstrate he was sad.
Demonstrate he was sad.
Yes.
Oh, what chapter is this then? Because I know the scans of the
Oh
chapter.
my god. Hold on. We go back to my scans since you want to rat right off the bat.
Right.
You know that's a rat argument,
because
nigga.
I don't know the chapter, Simo. I just told you I've only had 3.
It's chapter 130.
Yeah, okay. Hold on.
This wouldn't
Shut
even
up.
make
Shut up
sense.
and let me
This
get
wouldn't
what I
even make
need.
sense, bro.
Shut up and let me get what I need. Shut up and let me get what I need.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, lower your voice, bitch. Okay,
Lower my voice.
because I'm in a
My
packing
voice is
mood.
low. You guys
Because
were
I'm
just
in a
saying my voice is
packing
low.
mood.
Now you're telling me
Because
to
I'm in
lower
a
it. Is
back.
am I loud?
Because
Am
I'm
I
in a
loud?
packing mood. I'm in a packing mood.
Imagine this man Justine's monotone ass voice with a loud mic. He's like, "Stop this madness. Let me find my scan."
130.
Yes, 130. Like, oh my god, Justine, bro. Like, can you hurry up? Justine, I don't like this, bro. It's just silence. Like, can you hurry up?
Simo W.
Yo, you're in a packing mood?
I'm in a packing mood. I'm in a packing mood.
He perked up, meaning he perked up from the mood in which he was in before, which was a gloomy mood, which is not like Zenitsu. He's usually loud, he's voicing out his opinion. But now we can see Tanjiro even makes a statement of he perked up from this unnormal, abnormal mood that he's in. He's saying, "Don't
Show
think that
that.
changes my mood." He's obviously in a sad, gloomy mood. So I don't know why you're trying to
Yeah,
you're
show that.
questioning that.
I'm just
I
asking
just
you to
sent
show
you the
that.
scan and gave you my reasoning.
Let me see. Why did you do this so out of context? This doesn't have anything to do with the previous scan I sent. Okay, in the scan you sent, like I guess I'll just get it for you since you want to take it out of context. But
No, Simo, I'm not. Right before the statement of the
let
scan
me.
I just sent, he
Oh
says,
my god.
"Hold up. So everything you learn in Hashira training will pay you off for you in the future." And he's making a statement about stronger. When you face a stronger opponent, you absorb it and get stronger yourself. And we know these
Uh-huh.
opponents he's referencing about are the Hashiras that Zenitsu is training with. So it's not out of context. It's literally all in correlation with each other. I don't know where you're getting it from.
Right. Okay. Okay. Here's the
That's the
problem.
statement I just hold up. That's
Hold
not the
on.
scan right before this statement. No, it's not.
Are you retarded? Yes. Yes, it is.
It's this is the scan right before it. Get out of here. This is the scan right before it.
Do you
Don't try that rat
do
shit.
you, what? How am I ratting? Like, do you want me to screen record? I'm confused. I'm literally
My
got
nigga.
screen record.
Go to
Oh,
everybody in here go to manga c123.com or go to your local like manga website, whatever you want. You
what?
can even
I'm
copy the
literally
link.
on Viz. Like, what? You just sent the same scan that you. What? Justine, do you even like understand what you're talking about?
Yes, I do. You're just blind and you don't
Justine,
understand my
Justine,
argument.
look,
I sent
look,
a different
Justine,
scan from you.
Justine, Justine. You sent the scan talking about of course, I couldn't do it as fast as you, but I'm truly thankful. You use that scan. The scan I sent after that is the scan before it. And you just countered that and said that's not the case. And then you sent this scan, and this is the exact same scan you sent before.
Exact same scan I sent before.
Look, they're both the same scan.
Hold up.
Are you fucking
Wait,
retarded?
no, I miscopied it. I miscopied it. That's why. That's my
Okay,
fault.
so the scan I sent was before, right? We get this statement about power, and then next page we get
Oh, hold
this.
up. That doesn't honestly.
No,
That doesn't
don't
matter because
interrupt
it's
me.
still
Why are
right
you
before the
interrupting?
statement. I don't mean right. Hold up. Okay, my bad.
I'm literally trying to explain to you, like, as to why these don't correlate. All right, this statement, these don't even preclude each other, right? This statement could still
What
follow,
do you
right?
mean by
Hold on,
preclude?
they don't. They can coexist, bro. Like they don't defeat each other. Okay. Uh, he can still
I
be
never
talk.
said they defeated
Okay.
each other.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. So it can still be talking about strength, and he can still be getting cheered up. That's fine. Let's move on.
Okay, then you didn't prove
You
anything.
literally
That's
just
okay.
said that your scan or your
Wait,
interpretation doesn't have to defeat mine, and that they can
Hold up,
coexist.
no, I thought you. Hold up, this is what I took it as. I thought you said that the skins defeat each other, and I was like, I didn't claim
No,
that.
they
That's what I took
don't.
it as. I didn't
Okay,
agree to what you said.
okay,
No, I didn't agree to
that's
that,
fine.
Simo.
That's
No.
fine. Then I'll just go on to give my explanation I was originally going to. We get a statement about power, and then we get the next page, and this is when Tanjiro is actually shown comforting him, right? We even see in the scan, hold on. We even see in the scan, he says, I forgot to say it, but thanks. No, no, wait. In the fight against that Upper Moon 4, when I could barely stand, I used a trick you taught me, right? He's giving him praise for thunder breathing and to cut off the demon's head. And then we get your scan, right? And your scan goes on to say whatever he perked up, right? So I'm saying my scan about strength can still work, and your scan about him getting cheered up can still work, right? Because there's shown to be a distinction.
Yeah. So, what's your claim originally? Like, what's your claim originally? Just so I can remember real quick. Sorry.
Okay, I'm claiming Giyuu gets stronger after the Muzan fight,
And
right?
then what
And
did
this
this?
is
What
back.
led on to this point?
I sent you the scan because you asked how people get stronger after every fight, and then
Oh. Oh, I was okay. Sorry, now I remember. Okay, so I was telling you basically, we know off the statement you sent, right, Simo? It's just saying, oh, when you face stronger opponents, you absorb the strength from training with them or fighting with them.
yeah,
And this would have to be in reference to the Hashira, due to this being the Hashira training arc, and they had just been training with them at
that's
least, and that's
false.
who had been. And what do
That's
you mean?
false
That's
because
false because we can see
Hold
right
on,
before. We can see
Tanjiro and
right.
Zenitsu.
Hold up. We can see right before. We can see right before. It literally shows what's it called? Them in a boot camp. It shows them in a boot camp. Fucking what's it called? Like running with all the Hashira. It was called the special training began. It was called Hashira training. Those ranked lower than Hashira trained with them one after the other. And then he makes a statement about the stronger opponents. In which you can in which you can um train with, right? And how everything you learn in there will pay off for the future. He got making him perk up in his mood, right? And I'm saying this goes right after the statement you made. I mean the scan you sent. It's just
Okay,
a statement to cheer him
so
up.
what are you? Okay, wait, but you started this out saying, hold on, you started this out saying that this was only in reference to Hashira, and I'm confused now. You're saying
I'm
it was
okay. Sorry,
used.
I'm saying the conclusion that I'm coming at from the interpretation of the own scan you sent is that this will be in reference to the Hashira. As we know,
I
the
can
reason
counter
he's
that.
in the
I know
scan.
the rest of what you said. I can.
Hold
Yeah,
up. No,
just
Simo, let
you're
me
just
finish my
gonna repeat
sentence.
what you said. Let's not
Simo,
waste
no, hold
time.
up, Simo, hold up. I want to finish my sentence. I don't care, Simo,
Proceed.
because we know he was getting hurt, and we know he dislikes fighting usually until he gets into that mood, and he's training with the Hashira who are training them harshly. So he goes into Tanjiro's bunk and Tanjiro realizes he's in a depressed mood, an abnormal mood. So he then attempts to cheer up him by referencing the Hashira training and how this will help him and make him stronger. And this perks up his mood instantly. I'm saying it's just a statement simply to just cheer up Tanjiro and not to be taken literally.
Justine, the statement wouldn't be in reference to only Hosher, and you could never demonstrate that.
I'm saying I just okay. If you think I can, that's fine.
You can't.
Because that's I
Oh my
just
God.
changed what I meant.
Actually,
I
no,
said I
no,
just
no.
changed what I meant by that. I clarified on what I meant by that.
Okay, so let me ask for further clarification. Do you or do you not think that it is referring to only Hosher?
I think that's the most likely conclusion that they're talking about. Hashira, that's what I meant.
Okay, well, you just led this into your other point, but I want you to go in depth as to why this would only be talking about the
I
Hosher.
just did. I just did.
Okay, wow. Okay, well,
And I didn't say only. I just clarified on that.
okay, that's okay. It wouldn't. I'll just counter that. But I'll prove as to why it's not. Okay. Um, yours is fairly baseless, right? And this is a conversation between two people who are not Hashira, right? And Tanjiro is listing this as a general rule, or just something generally that happens to anybody who engages with people above them in rank, right? And you could never really demonstrate that this would be referring to only Hashira. So we can leave it at that.
Okay. This is not just a general rule statement, but a statement specifically made after we know Zenitsu was training with the Hashira, and he's once again in this abnormal mood. And you already agreed. This conversation was started off the basis that Tanjiro was eventually going to perk up
I didn't
Zenitsu,
agree to
which
that. I did
he
not
achieved this
agree to that.
objective.
I did
Okay, we
not
have a
agree to
recording.
that.
It doesn't matter. We have a recording. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have a recording. We're not going to go over that.
It's fine.
So, and even then, that doesn't matter. My argument would still fall through. So this is it specifically made after he's training with the Hashira, and we know Tanjiro is attempting to cheer up Zenitsu, or at least making an unliteral statement. So basically, what I'm saying, Simo, when this statement is being made, it's specifically in reference to the Hashira due to the context of the scan and the reasons Zenitsu's in this abnormal mood and the objective of Tanjiro. So, like, what you're saying right now is a false interpretation, and even then, you haven't gotten your interpretation over mine. I believe
Makes
I
my head
have.
hurt. Okay, I'll just attack this one last time, then we can move on. Um,
No,
you're
that depends.
saying
Depends on what you say.
okay, well, okay, whatever. We'll get to that when we get to it. Um, you're saying this is most likely only referring to Hashira because this statement comes after we know that Zenitsu has been training with the Hashira.
Due to the context of the scan, yes.
Okay, I'm saying that does not correlate. Him coming or training with the Hashira does not mean that this actually that would point towards this.
But we know the
Hold
Hashira
on.
are a stronger opponent,
Why are you
so
cutting me
it
off?
doesn't matter.
Why are you cutting me off?
I mean, you're oversimplifying my argument. That's just
Wait,
annoying.
okay, okay, no, no. Okay, this would be referring to everybody as a general rule. Okay. And even if we went off what you just said, right, and that Zenitsu was fighting a stronger person, through the context of the scan, Zenitsu would be fighting with the Hashira during the training. And this statement is
Wait, fighting
saying
with?
when you
Hold
fight
up. Did you just say fighting with? I didn't hear you.
fighting with, yeah.
Fighting with.
Okay, so going off of what you just said, because you called them the upper.
What you just said was so stupid. You don't understand.
Oh my God, Justine, I've been really annoyed at people's debating lately. Could you please just stop talking while I'm debating?
I mean, stop talking while you're debating.
We don't
But
debate,
you're
bitch.
debating me though. So like, how does that make any sense? Sure.
What?
Keep. No, you just said stop talking while I'm debating. Correct correct your sentence,
Did
please,
I not
and
say
continue.
talking?
No, you said debating.
He said talking while debating. You were like, "They take back, bitch."
It's whatever. Anyway, okay, you just said that we know that Zenitsu is fighting the Hashira, who are stronger people. And if we're going off the context of the scan, right? Let me go back up to it. If we're going off the context of the scan, which you seem to be going off of, and they say sparring with somebody ranked higher than you is a quick way to improve, then Zenitsu would be sparring with people higher than him, right? And Tanjiro would be pointing this out as a way to improve, right? So it wouldn't be referring to just Hashira.
Hold
It
up,
would still be a
sparring. Hold up. Okay, are you done? Because you
go ahead.
understand sparring. In the instance, that would mean he at least has to be training with people higher than him, such as older demon slayers or older Hashira. Okay, or I mean Hashira themselves. Sparring in this instance has to mean a comrade, someone who's has some type of kinship to them, someone of the demon slayer corpse. It can't be in reference to some like some other stronger opponent. Like even then, I'm just saying that's not really a refutation. My argument still follows.
Well, it would,
That's
right?
irrelevant.
Because Tanjiro goes on later on to say, when you face a stronger opponent, you absorb it and get stronger. So
Yeah, right.
that wouldn't be hold on. That wouldn't be confining it to comrades, right? Listed as a general rule.
Hold up. Yeah. So, but he leads this statement off of a statement about sparring with someone ranked higher, and we know this right before this was Tezenetsu training with people higher than him in the Demon Slayer Corps. He's just leading this statement off in reference to the statement made previously to that. So yes, he basically
Okay.
is confining it to that.
Okay.
And when he
Oh
makes
my
the
god.
specific distinction of it being a sparring instead of fighting, like a battle to the death, such as with the Upper Moon 6, the new one,
Okay.
it has to be a comrade.
Okay. Okay. I'll just interpret it like this, and then I think we should move on, but I know you probably won't, but I think
Depends
we
on
should.
what you said. Like I say, if I feel
He
like I'm wrong,
says, let's go, let's consider your interpretation, right? Sparring with somebody ranked higher than you is a quick way to improve. We could say that's referring to the Hashira, sure. Then he goes on to say, when you face a stronger opponent, right? Keyword opponent, which would obviously be referring to just anybody you're battling against, right? You absorb it and get stronger. So we could take these two statements and just say, okay, just when you spar with somebody or when you fight with anybody in general who is higher than you will absorb that strength and get stronger. And this is shown throughout like the series, right? People get stronger. They go on to face stronger people. It's just consistent.
okay. So, Simo, let me say one more thing that we can conclude.
Yeah.
Opponent is just someone who competes against or fights another in a contest, game, or argument. Sparring would fall under a contest. So when it means opponent, it's just referring to your opponent in sparring.
A demon would
The
fall
thing
under
or the
a demon
someone
would
you're
fall
competing
under
against.
opponent.
And I've already told you, since he makes a specific distinction of it being sparring, it cannot be anything else but a comrade or something that does not have the intent to kill. So what you're
Prove
saying right
that.
now is
Prove
just
that.
completely false and it's
Prove that.
unreasonable.
Prove that.
Prove what?
Prove that it can't be referring to anybody else other than a comrade.
I've already given you the reasoning behind that. That's what we've been arguing
Okay,
over this
so
entire
okay,
time.
no, no,
And
no,
I've been
no,
telling you that's the most
no,
likely
no, no, no.
conclusion, basically. I'm
Okay,
arguing from
so
it. So if I
no.
made a
You just
definitive
no, no,
claim
no,
right there, right now we're arguing from interpretation.
no,
So
no,
it's
no.
not even really much.
You just asserted
Amo, and I'm
certainty.
telling you, I'm now clarifying on what I truly meant.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. So it's
Okay.
not certain. You're just arguing it's
Where right now
most
we're
likely.
arguing over interpretation. So it's completely left up to whoever would judge this so-called recording.
Okay, but I want to clarify. You're arguing it's most
And I'm
likely.
telling you, I'm not arguing from definitiveness. I'm just arguing from an interpretation right now. And I'm saying I believe I'm proving my interpretation over yours.
That's fine. Um, I'll just give it to you in an instance.
Okay, what?
I'll give you an example.
You know what I mean? Doesn't.
What did you say?
I said I mean that loosely.
What do you mean you mean that loosely?
What example are you looking for? Like you can just say the example out loud. As long as I acknowledge the scan, you don't have to look for it.
I'm just going to give you the instance where Tanjiro is getting pressed by Lower Moon 1, and then after the battle was able to blitz Upper Moon
Okay,
2.
but they weren't sparring in that instance. Okay, and
That's my point. They weren't sparring. He was going against an actual
okay, but in
opponent.
this context of the scan, they
Hold
are
on,
sparring. In the context of this scan, they are sparring. I'm telling you right now, that's
Don't
irrelevant. Don't
interrupt.
bring it up.
Don't
In
interrupt.
this
No,
context of this scan, they are
Justine,
sparring.
do
So that
not
is irrelevant.
interrupt.
That is irrelevant. Simo, I'm
Justine,
telling you right now, that is irrelevant. They are sparring in the context of this scan. That is basically one
let me know
entailment
when
of
you're
my
gonna let me
argument. That is
talk
one
because
entailment of my
I don't
argument.
appreciate I don't like the over talking. So let me know when you're
I'm not
finished.
over talking. I'm telling you right
Let
now.
me know when you're
I've basically
finished.
already
Let me
argued
know when
against
you're
this,
finished.
and you've already
Let me
agreed
know
that.
when you're finished. I haven't
Sure,
agreed to
sure.
anything.
Just
Let
bring
me
it
know
up.
when
Bring
you're
it up.
finished.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Sure.
Okay, now follow my argument closely, okay? Because you don't seem to understand.
I
We're
do.
currently arguing over the interpretations of the scam, and we're arguing over whether we would be referring to comrades or just opponents in general, okay? And now what I'm saying is if you're arguing it is confined to comrades, and I give you an example where it is not a comrade, and he's still shown to get stronger after a fight with no shown training, then it would follow, right? It would lead to my interpretation that this is just in reference to opponents in general.
You
It's
under
very simple.
hold up, Simo. Yeah, but you understand I'm also arguing with the context. The context behind this being he was just training with people from the Demon Slayer corporations, specifically including the Hashira and possibly higher ranked Demon Slayers. So I'm telling you, if that's the context behind the skin, then he specifically distincts sparring. That's the most likely and probable conclusion, which is why my
It's
interpretation is the most valid right now.
Justine. I'm
And
saying these
I'm telling you
Justine.
that's
I'm
irrelevant.
saying these don't have to defeat each other. It can be referring to comrades, and it can also be referring to opponents. That's why I'm giving this example. I'm saying ours can coexist. I'm saying there are feats that back that up, that these do coexist, and they're in reference to both.
Hold up a second. Let me read this.
Now, do you want me to get the scans, or are you gonna acknowledge it?
I'm saying the statement is specifically made and based around, and its existence is created due to sparring Hashiras. I'm saying there's no reason, sorry, that it's specifically confined. Hold up. You know what? Never mind. Just send the scan.
Just one. Sorry,
Can you
it's
send
so
that? Are
long.
you looking for the scan?
I have to flip through the fight. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize, Tamaki. I didn't know it was gonna be this long.
I'm gonna only get like 4 hours of sleep. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm about to be snoring in my classroom tomorrow.
Class. Debate is life, nigga.
What the?
I'm just playing. I'm not too sure what I should even show you.
Mm-hmm. Looking for a scan of Tanjiro getting stronger after the Upper Moon 1 fight. You mean Upper Moon 3?
No, it's Tanjiro contending with Upper Moon or Lower Moon 1, then with no shown training being able to blitz Upper Moon 3.
I mean, no shown training.
Yeah,
Bro, Tanjiro Tanjiro literally enters the Hashira training. What are you talking about?
you have the order mixed up. Hashira training doesn't happen until like
It happens
near
right
a
before
hundred
they enter
chapters.
the hold up. It happens right before they enter the temple in which they
I'm not
fight
talking about the temple. I'm
Muzan
talking
and
about
Akaza
Rengoku
and
fight.
Kokoshibu Doma also.
Justine, just listen. I'm not talking about
Oh, are you talking
that
about the
fight.
train arc?
Yeah, with upper moon on.
He blitzes him. Nah, he was just focused on Rengoku.
He wasn't even fighting
like,
Rengoku.
like Tanjiro literally admits Rengoku is stronger than him, and Rengoku gets like bodied by Akaza.
We'll address it.
And even if you want to say that, hold up.
Here,
Even if you want to say that, hold up.
I'm sending scans. Just let's try to stay
I
like
know I'm
on
about
one
to
level.
show an outlier, right? Okay, I'm gonna just show you like this. Like even when Tanjiro was trying to hide his fighting spirit and he was focused on Tanjiro, right? During the Giyuu fight, if this statement truly stays consistent about them getting stronger, Akaza's just consistently able to like dodge him, especially like this start of fight, Akaza fight Tanjiro. Like he's able to like dodge him when he's caught off guard and then speed blitz him, and then he's able to like just completely overwhelm
Into
Tanjiro
the
multiple times.
Infinity fight.
I'm talking about if this statement truly stays consistent after he fought Akaza at the train arc. Why are there instances of this not being shown consistent?
What are
Such as
those
when
instances?
Tanjiro catches Akaza off guard, aside from his fighting spirit, and then Akaza speed blitzes Tanjiro. Now Tanjiro basically only survives because of Giyuu.
No,
Like I'm
okay.
saying, the statement doesn't stay consistent,
Hold on,
even if this is true.
hold on. I can aim for relativity. That's fine as well. It doesn't matter.
Aim for relativity.
Yeah,
I don't
because
think that proves
hold on,
relativity because I already
Tanjiro
told
when
you.
he fights Akaza is
Hold up.
relative.
I already told you he was focused on Giyuu, and Tanjiro attempted a speed blitz, and then Akaza countered with another speed blitz, and Tanjiro got bodied and even eventually gets knocked out.
No, Tanjiro's shown being relative to Akaza in the beginning of their fight.
The beginning of their fight, no, he isn't.
I mean, do you want the scans? Like he very blatantly is.
I mean, I can send you multiple scans contradicting that. That's completely fine.
I
Because
mean, we
like
can run through that. That's
literally,
fine.
Akaza grazes him, and he's like literally he damages Tanjiro so severely he's bleeding just from a graze, and that's at the start of the fight. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, after that stuff you tried to pull with the training, like I'm just sure you have the order mixed up, but it's fine.
I'm
Just
not.
give
I'm
me a
saying
minute.
this statement doesn't stay consistent.
No, just give me a minute. I'm about to give you examples of him being relative, like just blatantly relative.
Okay, that doesn't. Oh, okay. Do
Here
you
you
mean
go. These
low
are
end
from the
relativity or high end
Infinity fight.
relativity?
He is quite literally dodging him point blank, and he's able to injure him. So I'd say this is consistent.
That's just in character for Akaza to let himself get injured because he knows he can just regenerate right after they cut him. Like it's dead as stated by him. I can like or by Giyuu. Oh, he regenerates just as we cut him, right? So here, let me send like contradictions
What?
to like. Did you
He
not hear what I
he
just
gets
said?
he gets cut, so he regenerates. Like that's just what demons do.
I'm
That
saying it's
doesn't
in
really
character for himself not to like put the utmost of his speed into dodging.
demonstrate that.
That wouldn't truly prove relativity.
Demonstrate that. Demonstrate
Because we
that.
can even see, like, if he truly wanted to use all his strength, like, why didn't he use final form?
What final form?
Like his final form, which lets him adapt to Giyuu after he receives the mark.
I don't even know what final form you're talking about. It wouldn't matter either way. Like Tanjiro would just scale to base Akaza, which
Can
is
you
fine.
define a speed blitz for me, by the way?
I said it doesn't need to be a blitz. They can be relative. That's fine.
Hold up a second.
I mean, Tanjiro's literally dodging him in this scan, so it wouldn't even matter if he's in character to regen the whole time, which I'm not
Okay, but I'm
granting, but
saying this wouldn't truly prove relativity for one-on-one because there's less of a burden on Tanjiro and
Giyuu isn't fighting. He's not
Giyuu
fighting. This
isn't
is a
fighting.
one-on-one interaction.
One-on-one interaction, but Giyuu's presence is still felt. It doesn't matter.
No, okay, Giyuu can be there. Prove that Giyuu just being there in the
Because
vicinity
it's
would count.
directly stated when there's more people in a fight, burden is lessened on an
Yes.
on an
Okay. Keep in mind,
individual.
this is 5 Hashira.
It doesn't
Hold
specifically
on.
say
No,
that
Justine.
this person
Justine.
has to be
Justine.
actively engaging.
Justine. It doesn't need to say that. The statement is made when there are multiple people attacking one person at one time, right? So the statement would
Okay, two
follow
still stands under
Justine.
multiple. Two literally
Two.
stands under the definition of multiple.
Justine. The thing is, Giyuu is not engaging with Tanjiro.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay,
the
so here,
statement
let me say
made
this
when
real quick.
multiple people
Let
are
me say this real
engaging
quick. Let me
with
say
one
this real
person.
quick. He is wary that Giyuu and Tanjiro can cut him. He's wary that they would be able to eventually, if they tried hard enough, to cut his head off. So his presence just
Demonstrate
being
that.
there is going to make Akaza have to adapt to a
Demonstrate that.
2-on-1 situation. Whether
Demonstrate
or
that.
not he's actively engaging in the fight at that
Demonstrate that.
specific time
Demonstrate that.
means the burden of his presence is still there. So yes, that's
Demonstrate that.
completely fine to say.
Demonstrate that.
Demonstrate that. I just gave
Yes.
you reasoning,
No, no, no.
rationalization. Like,
That
what are you talking about?
reasoning, what? No, that reasoning is not substantiation.
Why is not?
Demonstrate.
Hold
Hold
up,
on.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold
Hold
up.
on.
It's
Hold on. Let me
substantiating
finish
my
and you'll
claim of
understand.
yes, a
No,
presence being
no,
there
no, no.
does
Hold on.
affect the
Let me
burden.
finish and you'll understand.
Hold up.
Okay, you're arguing that he is wary of them. I'm saying demonstrate that he's wary. That's what I'm saying.
Demonstrate that he was wary. Wary. Do you know what wary means? Like
I'm
I'm
aware
asking
of
you.
what it means. Demonstrate that
Okay,
Akaza
and
was
if you know what
wary
it
of
means,
you.
it's just a feeling or showing of caution about possible dangers or problems. He knows.
And that
Hold up, hold up. He knows. He even states himself, "Oh, they cut. There's no way they cut my head off." Oh,
that's
hold up.
later in the
So
fight. That's later in the fight.
hold up, hold up, hold up. Here, let me just put it like this. Let me get the scene I'm looking for. So, are you basically saying that when he knows a Demon Slayer Hashira, who he wants his name as to because he's using special abilities, he thinks that he's not a possible danger in this situation? Is that what you're saying?
Say that again?
Are you saying that he does not believe Giyuu is not a possible danger in this situation?
No, I didn't say that. I just said prove it.
Prove it. Sure.
Just like so I know, did you hear
I
what I
think I already
said
gave
before?
enough reason as to why it was, but sure.
Did you hear what
Cause
I said
so, but
before?
well,
I'm saying, okay,
yeah,
okay, just I just want to.
I did hear. Let me finish what I'm saying. Hold up.
You're not even saying anything. I literally could have just repeated it.
I'm telling you, I don't need you to repeat it if you're at like the basis for you at like repeating is if I heard it or not. No. Okay, so here, let me just demonstrate it. So here, Simo, what a demon sees as a possible danger, especially a Akaza, would be just getting his head cut off. If he knows they're coming at him with the intent to cut his head off, as we know with their fighting spirit, which is one of the main factors in this fight, that would mean he sees Giyuu as a possible danger.
Demonstrate any of this.
Demonstrate any of this. I just
Yeah.
gave you an argument from. Hold up. I just gave you. Hold up. I'm giving you a rational argument. I don't need to give you a scan as long as I present reasoning. It's
Okay,
like
so
this reasoning. This
going to
reasoning is sufficient
demonstrate it.
enough. If you think it's not, we can
No,
just leave
you've
it up to the
made
judge.
multiple claims and you're not
Made
substantiating any.
multiple claims of what? Like, do you want me to show
You
a
just
scan of
gave
the
me an
fighting spirit?
argument. I'm saying,
Do you
okay,
want me?
first off,
Yeah,
there's
a
too.
lot
Hold
of
on, hold on,
like an
hold
argument
on,
from a
hold on.
rationalization.
Okay, that's fine. If you can't
Okay, and
prove
I'm
that
asking you, what do
one,
you
hold on.
specifically want? Do you want
No,
scans? What do you
no,
want?
hold
Do
on,
you want
hold on,
scans? What do you want?
hold on, hold on. I'm saying if you cannot prove that one, uh, Akaza knew that Giyuu was a Hashira, and two, that Akaza even knows that
You
Giyuu can
no
cut
no no
his
no no
head.
no no no. Hold up. Hold up. Looking at the Hashira and their fighting spirit, he could instantly tell Rengoku was a. He could instantly tell that he was and even like hold up. My argument still stands whether or not he's not a Hashira because he still has the intent to kill him by cutting off his head, and his fighting spirit represents that. So that doesn't matter. But even then,
You can't even prove that.
Simo. Even then, Simo. Even then. You're trying to say this is an unfulfillable burden and not actually attacking the reasoning I'm giving. Simo,
Wait, so you're getting
we
mad at
know
me
that
because
when he
I'm
looks
asking you
right
to
at Rengoku,
substantiate
he
your
can tell he was
burden?
a Hashira. That's the same thing for Giyuu.
Wait,
Like,
why
in
is
fact,
that the
he
same
says,
thing for Giyuu?
he even says during the fight, the last water Hashira didn't do this. He knows he's a Hashira.
He says that after this encounter. We're talking about this
He
encounter.
says that after this encounter,
Yes.
but there was no previous statement or knowledge to him besides the fighting spirit, which you can always see when looking at a character, that he could have been the water Hashira.
What?
So
Okay,
yes,
wait.
that's
No,
fully
no. Hold on.
fine.
He dictated Rengoku's strength because of his strong fighting spirit. Okay. Show that
I,
Akaza knows. Hold on. Show that Giyuu has the same amount of fighting spirit, and that Akaza saw
Stop
this
trying to
and
give me a
recognized it.
burden. I already gave you multiple reasons, even besides
You're
that.
putting
Beside
you're
that.
putting burdens on yourself. Like I don't.
No, Simo, I just told you there was no statement made to Akaza that you can show or prove that Giyuu was a water Hashira, and then all of a sudden,
Why would I
after
prove a
looking at
negative?
Giyuu and fighting with him, Simo, he realizes the last water Hashira didn't have this technique. He didn't have the
Huh?
dead calm. That's
Wait,
what he
you
that
wait.
literally
Okay,
says,
no.
insinuating that Giyuu. Hold up, insinuating that Giyuu is a Hashira, the water Hashira. He knew he was a Hashira. And even then, I already gave an argument aside from them being Hashira. My argument
Justine,
still follows.
Justine, Justine. He figures out that he's a water hosher after Tanjiro tells him, but this is after the
No, he
encounter
does.
I'm
Show
talking
Tanjiro
about.
telling him. Show Tanjiro telling him.
They,
And
oh,
by
okay.
the way, he already knows the entire objective of demon slayers is simply just to cut their heads off and kill demons. So he knows they're a danger to him, no matter what. So like, that's their entire objective as demon slayers.
That doesn't mean every demon slayer is a threat to him.
It's a possible danger to him. Yes, though it doesn't
No,
matter.
it doesn't.
That's like saying some random demon slayer can catch him lacking while he's sleeping, and that's not a possible danger. Like, what's the
It's
contradiction with that
literally.
possibility?
Wait, you do know
What's
if
the
you hold
contradiction with
on,
that possibility?
Justine.
You know a
Justine, I'll tell
possibility
you
is just an
why it's
absence
not
of
a
contradiction.
possibility.
What is the contradiction with
I'll
that
tell you why
with
it's
that
not a
possibility?
possibility. I'll tell you why. Because if you're stronger than somebody to a substantial amount, you just cannot cut the demon. This is literally shown.
What is the problem with this possibility?
That means if they're fodder, or he views them as fodder, has no reason to view them as anybody significant, then he
Okay, he
wouldn't
viewed.
have to worry about them cutting off his neck.
Oh, that doesn't. Why does that truly counter my argument?
What? Okay, wait. You're trying to argue even if he doesn't know that he's at this benchmark of power, that he can still be wary because he's a demon slayer and demon slayers pose a threat. I'm saying that if he scales
They
high enough
pose a
above,
possible threat.
okay, that's fine. They pose a possible threat. If he doesn't know where this person scales, which is what I'm arguing, or at least doesn't know that he's a Hydra, right, who are shown to be significant, shown to be like above the fodders, right? Why would he have any reason to be wary of him, right? Because we know that if you're strong enough, you just can't be cut.
Because we
So he'd
know at
have no
this point in
reason to be
time.
wary if he can't be
Hold
cut.
up. First, did you show Tanjiro stating this?
Stating what?
No. What the hell? We can just move on.
I'm not gonna leave something unfulfilled. I don't know why you tried to do that. I'll get it. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm trying to do? I mean, I'm not trying to leave something unfulfilled. Doesn't matter.
It's fine. Well, I'll
We
just
can move
fulfill
on.
it anyway since you asked.
Okay then.
Since you want to be sneaky.
By the way, danger is just the possibility of suffering harm or injury. If he doesn't know the possibility, if he doesn't truly know, if he just views them as fodder, doesn't definitively know their fodder, there's still the possibility there. So there's still the possibility that they can still potentially hurt him. There's still the possibility of someone such as like Shinobu with some added ability such as poison,
I didn't,
which doesn't need to cut off his head to suffer harm or injury
Justine, I
to
didn't
add
hear
possible.
you. My
I said
my AirPods died.
there is just the possibility of suffering harm or injury, but you don't necessarily have to cut off his neck to pose as this danger or this possible danger. There's abilities such as Shinobu's, which affected Doma greatly, such as poison, which worked even though and greatly weakened him, even though she didn't cut off his neck. So necessarily, you don't have to be strong because we know Shinobu wasn't physically strong enough to cut off necks, which is why she used poison.
Dude.
Ability is
Then
still
why?
there.
Wait. Then why even bring that argument up if you know it didn't matter?
I gave two. I hold up. I gave a possibility of like they could cut off his neck, but I'm truly just giving a general possibility for danger, a possible danger, or the danger, the possibility of suffering harm or injury. And
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
giving
saying
two
why even
examples
bring that
of a
up if
way he
you
could
knew it didn't
possibly
matter?
suffer harm or injury, and I've just given one that you don't need to be physically strong enough to do so or demonstrate.
I
And
literally
anybody,
just explained why you have to scale to them and you can't be significantly weaker to injure them.
and I just explained to you, Shinobu uses poison, which you don't. It's in a completely external object to her strength that she just applies.
She still has to injure those demons to inflict the poison, bro. What are you talking
He
about?
still has to injure those demons to inflict the poison.
Yes. So she still has to
Okay.
cut them. She's still able to cut them. You
Still
just can't
able
cut
to.
their heads off, but you can still injure them.
Okay, is the why does that like truly contradict the possibility?
What? Because you brought up this example, and you're trying to say there are other means where you don't have to be stronger. The instance I gave was that you just couldn't be
Okay.
cut. Hold on, don't.
No, I get what you're saying. I get
Okay,
what you're saying.
don't interrupt me. Let me finish. I bring up this example where you don't, or if you scale high enough, you just can't be cut. But if she has to do this other method that you're bringing up, but she still has to cut these people, then she would still pose a danger.
Okay, but we've still established she's physically weaker, and you're going off the presupposition that you had to be stronger, and you've already agreed she's weaker. You basically conceded on your
When
point,
did I
your
say you have to
side.
be
So,
stronger? And what do you mean by that?
we have a fucking recording. You have said that multiple times. Like,
No, I'm
stop
not gonna
writing,
let you lie. Just say what I
bro.
said now.
Stop writing. We have a fucking recording.
Say what
Stop
I
lying.
said now.
You said